an aerospace engineer with NASA.
Well, my favorite saying is shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. We've been explorers for so long. You know, we started off exploring continents, then, crossing seas and oceans, and now we're exploring into the heavens, as we say. For me, I often remind people that we still know so little bit about the mechanisms of the Earth. Okay, can we really still tell the weather precisely? No. So there are a lot of things that are occurring right here on the Earth that we're still investigating and trying to to understand. And then some of the ways that we understand them are by going out and looking at other planets and looking at how they evolved. LOLA is a laser altimeter, and it will look at the lunar surface, the moon. And so we'll have a much better mapping of its surface from what we mapped in the past. With this, it's just one instrument on the LRO, Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter mission. It's very cool to see the whole instrument built together, put together. We're now in what we call thermal vacuum testing, and that's where we pump it down to a pressure very similar to space, and then we cycle through different temperatures that would correlate to what it would experience in space, hot and cold, and whether the instrument, in a sense, would break. We're not trying to break it, but you want to make sure it's not going to break. And this is the way that you validate it will work in space. So we're outside the clean area that's just outside of the thermal vac chamber. The reason why we keep everything clean of particles and dust is because any of that can actually short out the equipment. So we make sure that when the people are inside in the bunny suits, they're grounded for static electricity reasons, as well as keeping any dust and particles. Lots of things can short out things. Moisture, so we have humidity monitor in there, and then we're looking at the particles and all that other stuff. There's quite a few things that could make something go wrong, and so we just try to negate any possibilities of that happening. So these guys will take your order and clean it to the specifications that you ask. So this is where we do our first real thorough cleaning of any equipment or parts. One particular that we're very clear and try to identify is silicon. So silicon contaminants cause a lot of problems for us. And so we always make sure to try to identify and make sure that there's no silicon present. So living on a different planet, that's an enormous challenge. We don't have this big blue atmosphere to protect you, and things are very harsh. You look at the Martian surface, you've got dust storms all the time. The atmosphere is not quite the same. There's just lots of different challenges, and it pushes us. I think it makes us better as humans. The really cool thing is the things I work on at NASA go up in space, so I still can say I'm touching the heavens with my work.